So, the year's 1999. You're shopping for a muscle car. Domestic, what's your options? See, we have Mustang GT, kind of wimpy. We had the Mustang Cobra. All right, now we're getting somewhere like 300, 320 horse, something like that. Chevrolet, they had a Camaro Z28 SS, 300, 320 horse. Here we are. 99 Trans Am, W06, Ram Air package. Let's talk about this a little more and why this car doesn't start. Be scared. I think the starter fell out. I bought this car in about 2005 when I could finally afford my first expensive car. Prior to that, the most expensive car was $4,000. Camaros, 305 cars, slow, literally. 80s cars. Ugh. But I saw this car and I fell in love. Ram Air, just mean looks. Total dude magnet car. At the time, it was supposed to be a chick magnet, but realistically, it's just a dude magnet. Which is okay, because now I have lots of dudes for friends. But, price of $12,500, I picked this bad boy up with 56,000 miles. And I daily drove it for about 100,000 miles till, nicer cars came out and I got nicer and better cars. But this one has always stayed with me. I call this my ex-girlfriend because I literally probably drive it 500 miles a year. And when I do, it's a lot of fun. Burnouts, donuts, drifting, makes loud noises, the seat vibrates, it's uncomfortable. You can't hear yourself think because the exhaust is so loud. And then the next day, I go, I think I want to be in my comfy car. It's quiet, heated seats, massaging seats. And it's like, you know what? That's why we stopped talking. And she's my ex-girlfriend. So every now and again, I take her out for a date. But today, she has really, really stuck it to me.
Yes!
So for the first time in his life, this car is experiencing a no-start condition. Weird. This car has been super reliable. Drag race, road race, autocross, all the things. Tacked the engine out several times, and it just keeps going somehow. We're at 170,000 miles. But it no-started, so that kind of bummed me out. Well, let's listen to see what it's doing. And if you have an idea, please comment as we get into it. Here's what it sounds like now. Clutch in. All lights are on. Good battery voltage. Well, that's odd. So, for the longest time, I kept this car pretty basic as far as the build goes. I did a lot of suspension work. I was dailying it. So, I was younger back then. It was easier. But, these days, big cam, long tube headers, high flow intake, and, I had it dynoed, and it was disappointing. 340 horsepower wheels. Negatives disconnected. Unfortunately, the sucky part is next because I don't have a lift yet. Rolling around under the car. It's okay. We're sure having a good time. This here, my license plate. Be scared. I thought it was pretty cool back in 2005. My first fast car. Maybe it'll get changed one day to, I don't know, I'm slow. I haven't picked up a starter yet because usually, that was a little bright. They want a core charge, and so I figured instead of making 2 trips, I'm going to get the starter ripped out and run over to the zone, Get a starter, remand, just go inexpensive. It's, it's 500 miles a year. I don't want to spend too much on my ex-girlfriend. Well, this is interesting. I think the starter fell out. So that's weird. I actually had the oil pan replaced. It's been a couple years now, but probably 1,000 miles ago. And the starter has to come out to do that. I wonder if it didn't get tightened very well. So maybe I can just reinstall it, get some bolts, and move on. Wouldn't that be sweet? So it's really not attached at all. So that's weird. Okay, let's there's a bolt still in the starter, so that's odd. What's going on here? I really wasn't expecting this. So you can see right here, this is, let me turn this a little bit, where the bolt is sticking through, that's part of the block ripped off. And this is the other tab that the starter bolts to. Okay, well, while I'm wrapping my feelings around what has just occurred here, that I'm, I don't know, I'm like shocked, surprised, kind of dumbfounded. I'm having some emotions right now. Let's just get the starter out while I handle my emotions. I don't want you guys to see me trying to handle my emotions right now, as I'm super disappointed that I literally went from doing a basic starter job to replacing the engine. Technically, this is going to be the easiest starter removal I've ever had because I didn't even have to unbolt it. So sometimes you just got to see the good in things. Either way, let's get this thing out of here. My friends are going to believe me when I tell them, yeah, I went to replace the starter and had to replace the engine. Yeah, I'd not believe me either. But you can see. So this is part of the starter motor that's broken off. And this, you see there's the bolt still in it, is part of the LS1, still attached to the starter. So, realistically, I could probably pull the engine. Maybe try to do a TIG aluminum repair to the block. That's a tough one to do because if the stock casting didn't hang, maybe I could TIG it and then maybe make a reinforcement bracket that goes to a different part. Man, this sucks so bad because either way, I can't do it in the car. Engine's got to come out. But if the engine's got to come out, why would I repair and put it back in? It seems like a waste. Thanks for watching, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. Leave a comment if you have some ideas, realistic ideas of what to do to this car. I don't want to hear anything that's like, oh, do 3 turbos plus nitrous. But we'll see. Be scared. I thought it was pretty cool back in 2005. My first fast car. Maybe it'll get changed one day to, I don't know, I'm slow.